Hey there boys and girls, Lucky here and welcome back to another new video. This time around I'm finally going to show you guys my new Galaxy S8. Alright, so first of all, I've never done a smartphone review or just in general a video about it. So this display looks amazing, but I just can't do it any justice by showing it on camera. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but just heads up for you guys, it looks way better in real life. Also, since I've never done this, I'm not quite sure how to go about this. So if I think about other tech reviewers, what they do is usually do daily driver, and of course daily driver. It's my daily driver. Did you see my daily driver? Is it daily driver? Daily driver. Yeah, I think that's about how you review those things, right? No, in all honesty, this phone has been out for quite some time now, so most people already know the specs. I mean, what is there to say? It has an iris scanner, it has a fingerprint reader right here in the back, 12 megapixel camera, 8 megapixel camera, it has 8 cores, 1.7 to 2.3 turbo I think, 4 gigabytes of RAM, 64 gigabytes of storage, you can also put an SD card in there, 5.8 inch AMOLED screen Infinity Edge display, which looks super awesome and nice of course, and it has a max resolution of 2960 by 1440, so again, this is pretty much even higher than my main monitor right here, which is insane. Now, it also has a 3000 mAh battery, and I think that's all about the tech stuff. You know that, you can read it on the page, like who cares about that? Now let me start with my honest review of what I think about it and why I actually chose this. I mean, it has been out for quite some time, why didn't I get the Note 8 or something, or like the new Pixel or anything like that? And I'd say, let's get right into it. So first of all, an Android in general thing that I recently also saw on the iOS side is that if it's hard to actually transition from your old phone, which I do not have there anymore, but if it's hard to transition, and no, if you synced up your Google account, it gives you the option once you pop it in to just sync your accounts, and now I got pretty much everything set back right here on my phone again, which is super nice. So there you go, that's how it looks like. Super epic, super fast, I really like it. There's not any kind of lag, and many people say that there's some sort of Samsung lag. It's one of the reasons why I waited, because usually I say like after a couple of months you can see it, but I haven't seen any of the people that usually use the phone actually like talk about that. And I think it's mainly because this is pretty close to stock Android. Like you can see my skin. It's not the normal Galaxy skin that most people have. I actually chose a different one, and I think this one is more Google-ish, if you get what I mean, because I didn't really like the new, or like the general Samsung theme, so I went with this one. You can download it in the store. It's a thing called Pixel theme. Now anyhow, no lag in any reviews, even after a couple of months, so I was very happy about that. Right here, it's just super smooth when I do this and do that, and I love it. It's like opening stuff is also super fast. Just click on Twitter, it's loading right here. It's just way faster than my old phone, and then again, just loading right here. It's my internet probably again crapping out a little bit, but again, super cool. Now, let's also talk a little bit about I guess the camera, since that's usually one of the main points that people are excited about. Camera is pretty good. I will probably pop in a couple of pictures right here, as well as a small video that I did record with a front-facing camera, and if I'm not too lazy I will also put something in with the back-facing one. Alright, so let's talk about the battery. So this is the normal S8, which has a 3000 mAh battery, and this easily lasts me throughout the whole day, and I'm using like Snapchat, Instagram, I use lots of Twitter, even more Reddit. I also watch videos, I watch streams, I just do pretty much everything on this little fellow as soon as I'm outside. Now, of course, if it's just sitting right there next to me on my desk, it's not using any battery at all, which means I can probably get 2 whole days out of like slight usage out of it, and then I get a whole day of heavy usage, and then the battery is like at 40% at the end of the day, and I just set it back to charge it. And I think it's pretty cool, and they also, I think they claimed like after each year of usage it only degrades like at max to 5% or something, I don't know. But that's something I also did very much appreciate. Again, my brightness is about almost 50% most of the time, so that's pretty cool. I'm connected to Wi-Fi and I'm using mobile data, all that stuff. Now, some myth busting. Many things that people said in reviews were talking about, for example, the bad positioning of the fingerprint reader right here. Now maybe it's just because I never had a phone with a fingerprint reader before, but see that? That's how I usually hold my phone. My finger naturally rests right below here. So whenever I'm just trying to unlock my phone and pick it up, and I just hit it, It's super, super easy to do that. I don't know why people have complained. Maybe it's just because they hold their phone like this or something. I don't know, but it feels more natural like this. And just slide your finger up or slide it from the side like so. I never ever, besides one time, to be honest, hit the camera instead of a fingerprint reader. But after I hit the camera once, I never hit it ever again. So just letting you guys know, I think it's pretty easy to hit the fingerprint reader. Even if people say it's a bad location, they want to have it down here or under the screen right there. I haven't found any of this to be a problem. Now, another thing of myth busting. This phone really does need extreme babying. You need to take extreme care of it, and let me tell you guys, I'm always super careful with my stuff whenever I'm using it. So I got quite sad, so you actually can see maybe a slight dent right here at the corner. I got this within the first couple of days. I do not know where it came from. Like, it even has, the phone right here even has its own mouse pad back there to rest on when I'm not using it. That's how much I baby it. In my pocket, there's nothing else in the pocket. Left front pocket, only designated for this phone. Nothing else goes in there, no keys, no change or anything, just my phone. And still, I feel like there's a small, oh. Frantic said something, hello. And I still feel that like there's a small scratch up here. And like what I want to say, Gorilla Glass 5 or not, take care of it. This is also the reason why you can see me use a case like this. And I never used cases. I really hate cases, but this right here really doesn't take anything away. It keeps a sleek design, and that's something that I really like about it. And yeah, it's just like soft touch, and was also only like $7 or $8, so it's a lot more stable in the hands now, because since the front and the back are made out of glass, it's very slippery. And it does attract a lot of smudges. So if you do not like that, and you want to have a tighter grip, you can use a case like this. And you can see it's not adding anything really. It's not making it bulky. It feels a little different, of course, since it's soft touch instead of glass. And both feel nice, don't get me wrong, but just to be safe, I prefer it like this.
In Ordnung, Musik von Spotify. Bitte sehr.
Now, something else. Glare on the edges. Let me actually go on over here to my YouTube and let me show you guys something. So, YouTube game. However, now since all of that is now completely finished, or well, maybe like 99% finished, so there's a couple of... There is a slight bit of glare, like if you check it out right here on the edges, make it bigger, like so. I'm talking over myself right here. But what I want to say, there is some slight glare, but it never really like took anything away from me when I was consuming media on it. So I think it does work very well still, even if some people were annoyed by the glare. This is again something that I didn't really find to be the case. Now, let's move on to my favorites of this phone that I absolutely love and I never want to miss again. Of course, smartphone, that's all display. It has a pressure sensitive button right here at the bottom of the screen. You just hit it hard, like you apply some pressure, and you go straight back to the home screen instead of actually, let me get back into an app. So usually you have to swipe up like this to get it, and you can also, by hitting the small little thing on the side, maintain it. Again, it said hit twice to actually make it stay, and you'll have it always show like the nav bar down there, or you just have the option to hit it hard and get back to the home screen. Isn't this amazing? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I love this. You can just like, whenever you just feel like, yeah, I'm just back to the home screen, just hit it hard and, I don't know, best feature ever. Now, another feature that I really absolutely like is the wireless charging with the QI charger. I don't know what they're called, but that's just set and forget. And it's sitting right next to me on my night table, next to my bed. And just, I usually, like, even if my phone has like enough battery left, I still charge it overnight, so I have it like at 100% in the morning. And this is a feature I absolutely love. Also, fast charging, USB Type-C. It charges from 0 to 100 in about 1.5 hours if the screen is on and you're using it and stuff like that. And that's amazing. My old phone took 3 to 4 hours and I had to turn it off for that. So this is amazing. If I use wireless charging, it's longer. It's about twice as long, or maybe 1.5 times as much. So Still good. Again, I'm only using the wireless charging overnight, so that's not really an issue for me, but I still like it a lot. Now, something that I also did like, and you get a shit ton of USB Type-C adapters. So you get the normal cable, then you get this one right here, which is a micro USB to Type-C, and then you get the normal USB to Type-C as well right here, which is, I don't know. If you never really, like, this is my first USB Type-C device, and they really made sure that everything is being taken care of. Also, the headphones that you get with them, the in-ear ones, are pretty good, to say the least. So they're definitely worth it as well. Now, something that I also obviously like about this phone is that it is fast. Just doing this right here is so much faster than my old phone. Apps are being loaded super quickly if you got the aim to actually hit the key. And I don't know, I just like it. It's so fast and responsive and overall so quick. I really wouldn't miss it anymore. My old phone really was slow. And of course, the Edge display. This is super awesome, especially this little version right here, where you just kind of swipe it in from the side, and I got a couple of things that here, like shortcuts, which is super awesome. For example, right here you can take screenshots and make GIFs and stuff. But it's something that I also really like is the quick battery. Right here you can go to save battery, and it actually goes to kind of set some apps into standby like that, and then it saves more battery. And then again, hit it hard, back to the home screen. I don't know. So, as you can probably tell, I'm completely biased. I love this phone. It's probably the best phone that I ever have had, and it's just overall amazing. Build quality is great, like super premium. Just make sure you take care of it because it can crack very easily. That's what I've seen from many different people. So a case, even if you're not a case person like myself, definitely does make sense right here. And again, overall, super fast, feels super amazing. I love all the features of it, and I really wouldn't miss it anymore. So this wraps up my little review of my Galaxy S. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope I was not too rambly, and I hope you did see enough of the phone instead of my face. But that's pretty much all for now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and luckySkillFaker out.